Hello, this is Lois of No Cruise Control. Thank you very much for watching my vlogs 1, 2 and 3 aboard MSC Virtuosa. Here is my final vlog, part 4. I hope you enjoy. I shall be back in under 2 weeks with Tradewind Voyage vlogs. Enjoy. Hello, welcome to my 4th vlog. We've been home for a few days now. We arrived home on Tuesday and it is now Saturday and we are on another short break to Wales. I'm in Bodmin Welsh Food and filming my last vlog in a room here because I've been busy with work since we've got home. My glasses are steaming up, it's hot in here, but it's nice. So our last day on Virtuosa was on Monday the 31st of May. We got up without an alarm, which is lovely, and we went for breakfast in the Yacht Club restaurant, as usual. I tried a stewed apple, which I thought would come in slices of apple, but it came as an actual whole stewed apple with a date, I think, on it. It's delicious. I don't think I'd order it again, but at least I know what it was like now. And then I had Eggs Benedict as well. Breakfast was nice and quiet. I think maybe people were having a lie-in. Maybe they'd had a busy night the night before. I think Paul and Carol and Marcus had. But we were lightweights and had been in bed early. Yeah, so we then, after breakfast, we went down the Strakowski stairs in the Yacht Club there and sat in the topsail lounge, which seemed to be our little habit. And Dave had a latte, I had a glass of water. We just watched the ocean views, sipping a drink. We went back to the room then. I like to give the cabin steward some time, bless him, to sort the room out. Went back and a ship model had arrived. I'll add a picture because it's at home and I don't have it here with me. And a Maiden Voyage certificate, which was very kind of them, and the ship model was lovely. I don't have any ship models. I don't think I'll start collecting them, they're quite big, heavy. But it's lovely and really nice to commemorate being on the Maiden Voyage. And he even got the little slides and everything on it. It looks really good. I took some video footage of the suite then in order to do a suite tour. I find when I'm doing it all in one video go, I zoom around and it makes you feel a bit dizzy, I think, watching my footage, so I have to slow down. But that will come with practice, and I've got lots of cabins to practice on this summer. Yeah, I've done a tour of this room actually that we're in now, which is lovely. We booked this room. It's the, I want to say, king size deluxe room. It's their expensive one, but we thought we only live once and it's really nice. So there'll be a room tour coming soon, but it's a bit of a rookie room tour. It's very fast and I need to have lots of practice. We then went to explore the Savannah Water Park because I hadn't seen that yet and really wanted to. I potentially wanted to go on it, but then we didn't in the end. I didn't look at the times, but I knew there were tight sort of timings that they were on. And we had received a message from Paul and Carol inviting us to join them for lunch in the Yacht Club restaurant. So I wanted to go back and sort of just freshen up before that. So we didn't go on the aqua park. I don't think I would have anyway. I mean, the weather was beautiful. It was really sunny and nice, but it was a bit windy, so I think it'd be a bit cold. I did have a rash vest, but yeah, maybe I'll go on seashore slides in January in the Caribbean. It'll be warmer. There were people on the slides and they looked like they were having great fun. We watched them at the bottom coming down. I'll pop a picture up for you to see. We then went and nose at the horizon bar just to look at the nice wake view, and it was really busy, which was nice to see. The amphitheatre of sun lounges at the back there had a lot of people on them. They were enjoying the sunshine at sea. Last full day on the ship, so it's nice to see, busy. We went back through the Attic Club, which I need to check actually, because I'm not sure if that's a children's, teenager part of the ship, or if it's an adult nightclub part of the ship, because it was right by the kids' club. And it looked like somewhere that could be for teenagers, like something for them, but it also could have been for adults. Who knows? And I think actually there was a bar, so it probably was for adults, but I'll check. Then took some photos in the Sky Lounge, looking out over the pool area there. It's a beautiful view. It is a shame though that the rest of the ship don't get to have a like crow's nest kind of view. But the view from here was nice as well, and it was over the pool, which is beautifully designed. There's an adult-only bar as well, with lots of cocktails on their cocktail list. So I envisage it. We didn't go in the evenings, we went in the daytime, but I envisage it's very popular probably at night. And I expect it'll be even more popular when the ship's full. It's a nice area, kind of like a crow's nest, just halfway in the midship really, rather than the front. We then went to see a carousel lounge. So Carol had told us that the carousel lounge was beautiful, so I wanted to go for a nose. We went a few days before, and when you look through the casino there were doors shut at the end, so you knew it wasn't open. And I think Carol was saying that they practice performances in there. On this particular day it was open, so we went and had a look, and oh wow, it's spectacular, with the wake views. And there were people in there, they looked like staff really, sort of sat around, not relaxing really, some of them. I guess the sound system was on, so maybe they were testing that or something, I don't know. But we sat there for a little bit and it was nice, and I took quite a few pictures. We then went up to the sun deck in the Yacht Club, had a few drinks. It was amazing actually. We just had Coca-Cola because, well, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, whatever, because it was the morning. We both had a can each and poured it into the glass, probably drank about 2/3 of it. Before we'd finished, new cans had turned up. I mean, that's service for you. We didn't necessarily want another can, but in the hot and the heat in the afternoon with cocktails, and that would be amazing. Just to have your drink turn up, never empty. The service was really good. I know I bleat on about it, but it was amazing. We then met Paul and Carol and Marcus and his partner, along with my partner and me. We all went, so we met in the Yacht Club bar in the Topsail Lounge and had a couple of drinks. And then we all went for lunch together in the Yacht Club restaurant, which was really nice. It was really nice to finally meet Marcus. We and his partner, we didn't bump into each other on the ship, whereas we did bump into Paul and Carol a lot, which was nice. And we had a lovely lunch with them. The Yacht Club restaurant set up a table for 6 for us. I had like a lovely buffalo cheese kind of starter that was delicious, but it was huge. I couldn't finish all the cheese. I mean, it was so huge and it was delicious. Most of us had that to start, I think, apart from Paul, who had soup. Dave and I then had beef burgers next. The Yacht Club burger was delicious. Dave had been wanting a burger since seeing Paul's burger when they'd had lunch at the Yacht Club a few days before. And the burger did not disappoint. It was delicious, really nice. And then we had an MSC ice cream sundae for dessert. We were in awe of Bert from Paul and Carol Love to Travel, who created a new dessert. I feel he needs a job there as a creative designer for desserts on MSC. He could not decide between the eclair and the sundae, so he suggested a way to serve both, and I'll pop a picture up. And I mean, it looked a pretty spectacular dessert. I'd definitely order it. And I mean, you can see the look of glee from his face at receiving this dessert. I think MSC really need to employ him. We then, in the lounge beforehand, Paul taught us so many tips about how to use iPhones. There was us thinking we were young and hip and, used our iPhones. No, we were taught many tips from Paul. I couldn't remember some of them, but have now. He taught us about when you're taking a video on an iPhone, you can also take a photograph at the same time. I did not know that. And also that in the same way you can take a panoramic photo, you can take a panoramic photo lengthways as well as landscape. You can do it portrait too. I did not know that. So say you're taking a picture of the Shard in London, you can do it from the bottom to the top in the panoramic function, and then it will give you a proper size photo. Did not know that. I'm sure there were other tips he told us about too, but I can't remember them now. But yeah, we were impressed, and there were tips learned from TikTok. We then went back up to the sun deck, sat down. I must have looked like, we were starving because we were bought a plate of cookies and had a few cocktails, I think, a few drinks, Diet Cokes. Then read a bit, which was nice in the sunshine. The sun deck up there, sorry, an itch. The sun deck up there was nice and quiet. And actually Paul and Carol popped up, so they were sat on the kind of wicker sofas next to us. So it's nice to see them again. We then went back to the suite. I did some more filming of the suite tour, which I will try and do on the first day before we make the suite room messy. I mean, we're not messy, but it's just like chargers all around and shoes and it's stuff. It was stuff that people don't want to see on a room tour. So I will endeavour to do future room tours before we've unpacked our stuff. We then went for a final dinner in the Yacht Club, which was lovely, and we were put on a table next to Carol and Paul. So it's nice to see that they were enjoying a dinner in there as well, and it was a delicious dinner. I can't remember. Oh, I had soup to start, which was really nice. It was really hot. It took me ages to eat, but it was delicious. And then I had rack of lamb, which was lovely. And then, I had tiramisu again, which was delicious. I've never really had tiramisu before, but I like chocolate, I like cream, I like coffee, and I like tiramisu, it seems. It's delicious. When wandered outside on the deck for a while, and again, I spotted Paul and Carol filming. It's like we're following them. Honest, we weren't following you. I then wanted to take a picture of the champagne bar. We'd sat in the champagne bar when we came on with the free champagne or Prosecco we were given, and I kind of didn't cross my mind that it was there that we had sat. So I returned and took a couple of photos, and then I wanted to see Rob do his stuff as well. The first humanoid robot at sea, bartender at sea. Every time I went past, he was like standing there like this, not doing anything. And I was a bit tight and didn't pay £18 for a drink because the drinks were free, so why would I pay £18? And was probably cheeky in watching Rob make drinks for other people and filming that. I don't think I would pay if I went again. You can watch Rob do his stuff by not paying for a drink. There were people paying, so people were willing to pay £18 for a drink, but to me that just seemed a bit steep. Then went back to the cabin, finished packing to go home, which was sad. Had some lovely chocolates, Yacht Club chocolates delivered, and a little like sad to see you go card, which was a nice touch. Got given disembarkation stickers and two, which luckily we had a big number 1 on, and we were allowed off whenever we wanted, basically. We saw Mary, our butler, that evening, and she asked if we had a particular time, which we didn't really. I mean, Dave was going to be working on the train going home, and we were happy to get off whenever. And I kind of was like, well, when have you got other people getting off? Because I knew she was looking after other people as well, and thought, we'll work around you, really. I don't think it works like that. I think it's whatever we say goes, but I wanted to work around her. But we'd said about 8:30. So then sadly we went to bed on our last night on Virtuosa, put our put our luggage outside the cabin door. I had to do that before 1 o'clock. Then had a final sleep on the wonderful memory foam bed, and then woke up early and went for breakfast about 7, and the yacht club was quiet for breakfast. It's nice. Had my I had an omelette actually. It was delicious. Didn't have eggs Benedict, omelette, and some extra bacon, which was like the size of the omelette. It was huge. And then went back to our cabin, collected our last few bits and pieces. Bumped into Mary as we were leaving, and she was like, "Oh, it's 8:30." You know, we left the cabin at 8 o'clock when you're supposed to, 8 or sooner. Bumped into Mary, and she asked if we were still happy for 8:30, and that she was free right then if we wanted to go sooner. So we were like, "Well, Dave's going to be working. Sooner we get back to London, the better." Though I didn't want to leave the ship, obviously. So we were like, "Oh, well, we can go now." So gave our watches back to the box there. Watches, our wristbands, I mean. Then said our thank yous and goodbyes. And then in the yacht club, your butler picks you up and takes you off the ship. So she took us down to the deck on which we disembarked. And then down there in the lift lobby, there were other butlers, and then another butler took us on to the where to disembark. Got to walk through the Canaries. So when we came on, I missed the Union Jacks on the top. I think we were late and maybe got distracted by the free drink, and then the photographer taking our picture, and then went to sit by Rob, and I just didn't notice it, I think. And they had the Union Jacks on again, so I was able to get a picture of that before we disembarked. And then the butler took us straight to the front of the queue, and off we went. The service was amazing, the disembarkation. So we then got off. Luggage reclaim was a dream because the luggage looked like it was socially distancing. We had a little yacht club section as well, so it was easy to point out our, to see out our cases and find them. And then we went outside. I booked an Uber to go back to the station, and all in all we left the suite at 8 a.m. and we were on the 8:30 train from Southampton up to London, which is like the quickest I think I've ever been off a ship. And the train journey back was fine, and then we're home. However, it's I think 16 days now to our next cruise. I'm so excited. It's a cruise that Dave will be coming on with me, and it is with Maiden Voyages on their brand new, well, they're a brand new cruise line, and on their brand new ship Golden Horizon, which is the world's tallest rigged ship. And yeah, I'm going to continue to vlog on there. We sail from Portsmouth 2 weeks on Tuesday. We do 6 nights aboard along the south coast to kind of Devon and Cornwall. I think we're able to get off the ship at the docks, the towns we stop at. We shall see. Watch the vlogs and I'll let you know. The photographs of the ship look like amazing. The library is a particular favourite of mine. The dining room looks fantastic. We are on what's going to be called the dress rehearsal voyage, where we are to be asked our feedback very often, all the time. Yeah, so it's very exciting. Looking forward to that a lot. And that will probably when I next vlog. So that's in 2 weeks. That's why I got these out quite quickly, because then I was thinking, well, I'm going to be doing 6 vlogs then, and actually when I come back from that it will be 4 weeks I think till Ionas Maiden, so probably be churning out vlogs quite quickly again. But thank you very much for watching this little series of MSC vlogs, and thank you for all the lovely comments and likes, and all welcome to my new subscribers on YouTube. Thank you, and bye bye.